Hello everybody, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online once again. Today we're going to be heading over here to the east. One of the spots that we need for our points of interest are still over here actually, and then we also have Sage or more over here that we could do, so I figured we may as well go over there and like take that out. Though we also have this little eye spot over here to the I found the last eye spot. It's actually like the spot over here, I believe, like way off here on the very end of the west side. Yeah, we could pretty much go and do that anytime, but I wanted to just point that out now, so it's not too weird that I suddenly go to it at some point. As we last left off, we did all the 12s for the expansion, so those 6 are done. We still have the world bosses to do, which probably will be in the next couple of videos, I imagine. I'll do this video, then maybe do another video tonight of doing stuff, and then probably work maybe on the world bosses after that. This apparently is a pretty big, I think the other point of interest is over here, so let's go ahead and hit that first. I guess this is a pretty big city, since this is the only other one besides Vivek City and, what was the other one? Balmora, I think it was? Yeah, Balmora was its own little mini zone, so
what?
We're gonna go ahead and head over here, and as you can see at the little icon thing, we're already finding the spot. I don't know if this is actual like spot quest or if it's just one of these like mini spots that they have you go to anyways to fill out, because we do have some of those sometimes. So let's see if we can't like find a way of getting up here first. It may be that the spot's tied to Sage or more anyways. But I'm not too worried about, like... I probably could use one of my, like, crown meals at the moment. So let me go ahead and pop one of those, maybe. Probably help you if I go to consumables, right? Yeah. Now we have more stamina, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, it looks like it's a little mini island of sorts, I guess. Like maybe a fishing island? Something like that. We still have that stone quest to do as well. I don't seem to be finding a way up here. That's strange to me. Did I pass it up over here already? There has to be a way up there, I imagine. Do I just straight up start climbing? Or maybe I get there from some other way, perhaps. I'm not sure. This is very strange, to be honest. Because it looks like one of those fungi like houses up there that are kind of usually out of the way. So I don't know if maybe a quest will eventually take me up here, or if I have to literally like try and climb up here or something. I don't know. I have to be able to get up here somehow. There we go. Okay, now we're getting up here. Teleron. Alright. Cannot open this door. So this is probably part of a quest line somewhere. Did it already, Yeah, it did, actually. It did fill out already. It's alright. Okay. So we'll go ahead and head back then. I think that was the last one of them that will autofill out, though. I think the rest of them have quests to do with them. But I did want to do Sage or more tonight, because it does seem like the most interesting looking spot out of the lot of them. So... might be a bit longer, too. Alright, let's talk to somebody down here. Let's see what's going on.
Mind your step. I would not want you to step on this random patch of grass. I jest, of course. The Telvanni force me to work, but I make sure it brings them no pleasure. I see you wear no shackles. Do you seek work? I know someone who needs help. In truth, you would be helping many Saxhleel, myself included. During my latest escape attempt, I met an amber beauty with eyes like summer rain. Her Lukial name is Sun in Shadow, but I call her my heart. She hatches a plan to set us free. Seek her out in Tel Naga. If I know my heart, she will be sunning herself in the light of some book. Always reading that one, always learning. If all goes to plan, she will read her books beside me in the boughs of a hist. Soon, I hope. Walk with Sithis, my friend, and mind the Telvanni. They spin lies like an elder at the yarn wheel. I ventured too far from the hist and did not heed the bird signs. Dark elf slavers spine-hooked me near Thorn. I escaped 4 times, but never for long. Eventually the Telvanni bought me, at a discount I am told. I take pride in that at least. Laws are slippery things. The Ebonheart Pact outlawed Argonian slavery, but House Telvanni refused to join the pact. In truth, I cannot imagine how they would live without slaves. The Magisters are like overstuffed crocodiles. Dangerous, but lazy. I thank you for your offer, but I tire of breaking free only to be recaptured a day later. Sun in Shadow's plan will earn us a lasting freedom. If you help her, you help me. Mages mostly. Members of the so-called Great House Telvanni. One of the 4 great houses of the Dark Elves. They love using that word, great. Great at ruining lives, perhaps. Yes, and Khajiit also. You see, for a Telvanni, life is nothing but a cheap struggle for mastery and control. Mastery of their dry-skinned magics, control of their mushroom towers, and dominion over people. People like us.
Alright, so I guess we do have a couple. We have at least 2 quests here, since somebody else is over here as well.
Ah, love. How cruel the fates that keep me from my heart's desire and force me to lock away my true feelings. Chains bind my heart, yet it yearns to beat free. Oh, what does an outlander know about the complexities of Dunmerry love? But you're only trying to help, and maybe I do need a simpler perspective. How does an outlander convince an overbearing mother that the object of their affection is worthy? Of course not. Tywin is a slave. My mother's slave. I tried to buy her freedom, but Mother laughed at the mere suggestion that I'd be allowed to sully our reputation with a noir bride. Perhaps an outlander's offer wouldn't rouse her suspicion. I don't expect you to pay, obviously. It's just that Mother might reveal what it would take for her to release Tywin if it was anyone but me asking. Knowing that might give me some idea of how to free my love. It couldn't hurt to ask, could it? Tell her you've heard Tywin excels at finding Red Star shells. Telvanni wizards prize them, and they're very rare. Most of the locals know that Tywin is the best at finding them. Mother loves to gloat. I couldn't bear gazing upon Tywin since Mother rebuked me. But now, I can't wait to see her lovely face again. I'll be down at the swamp where she hunts shells. Come find me once you've finished dealing with Mother. She'll be at our tower.
Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I guess even though she's a slave, it would probably be better if she was with him instead of being with the mother. Because the mother's probably the worst choice out of that.
Lazy vermin. If you want to eat this week, work.
Yes, mistress.
Well, get to it. Now!
Yes, mistress. Sorry, mistress.
Pardon the mess. My slaves require another lesson concerning their work ethic. and they're no good overseer as well. I suppose I'll have to wield the lash myself today. Have my friends been gossiping about her again? You'd think there were no better topics of conversation. Yes, Tywin is my slave. She's no unshed Nixhound, but she's still a capable harvester. What do you want to know about her? Well, I need someone who can do that too, and I already have Tywin. Seems like you're out of luck. Baseless slander! Though I do tire of these ugly rumors surrounding my son. 3 red star shells. That's the smallest offer I'll entertain. A bargain.
Alright, let's think it over then, I guess. I guess he's like way out here and picking shells anyways, so I guess we'll have to see what the slave girl is all about in this. She might be all for it, or not really.
Oh, Tywin, where are you? What I'd give for just a glimpse. Well, did you speak to my mother? What did she say? Knowing her, it's something incredibly unreasonable. 3? 3? That's as many as Tywin manages to find in a month. And she's perfect. No. If Mother found out, she'd never let Tywin go free. Not for any price. It's an unreasonable sum. But the fact that she asked for red star shells might work in our favor. I've been training a Nixhound to help Tywin so she can spend more time with me instead of in that vile swamp. Aside from the Fetch a Fly incident, Nixie's got a solid track record. I'm certain she won't let us down. She's around here somewhere. Nixhounds vanish when they're afraid, and Nixie's a bit skittish. She'll head off toward the water after I call her. Look around the shorelines, and you'll probably find her digging up shells. Just go where she points. Come on,
all right.
Nixie, show yourself! There you are. Nixie, go find star shells. Show this nice person where they are.
Alrighty, let's find him then. Alright, we found one. Alright, let's see. Is there another one here? Looks like there's quite a few of them around, so... Oh, yeah, we found a couple of them so far. Let's see if we get anything here. Yep, we got them. Alright.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop! Who are you? These are given lands, you know. Take any star shells from this beach and you'll have them to reckon with. He sent you here. To what, spy on me? To fights I can't even find privacy out in this forsaken muck. Because this is the one place I'm permitted to go that he's too afraid to follow. Out here, I don't have to endure his constant fawning or pretend not to see him watching me out of the corner of my eye. Love! I'm a slave and he's my master, or as close as makes no difference. Wouldn't so much as smile in his direction if it didn't spare me the rod. Tell me why he has you gathering red star shells. What's he up to now? Gods, no. Fear of his mother's wrath is the only reason I can keep him at arm's length. If he's getting this bold, I have to get out of here. What Lonus wants for me isn't freedom. You really want to free me. Help me get away from these people. Faris keeps my servitude obligation hidden in a house. Steal it for me. I can forge a signature. It won't be perfect, but it should hold up well enough to get me out of Telvanni lands. I don't want to be bought. I want to be free. After all Faris and Lonus have taken from me, I don't want them to profit from my release. At least let me cost them.
Alright. Let's see.
I won't marry Lonus. Not for anything. Please, just bring me my servitude obligation so I never have to see his face again.
Alright, so she seems pretty determined on it. Like I was saying before, it was very, it was like very much depending on the favor of what the slave is into, and she's definitely not into this, so it's definitely worth like going and probably getting her servitude application. I wasn't expecting an Altmer though. That's kind of interesting. Or is she a wood elf? I'm not actually sure. I think the mother said that she was a wood elf, so she might be a wood elf. Let's see how this goes for us in here. We got a sentry just hanging out over here, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright. Nobody's gonna be able to see us doing this now, I think. Well, I don't really want to kill the slave, so if we can just like... Oh yeah, here we go. See if we can find the thing we need down here. Yeah.
If you're lost, I'm happy to show you the guards on their way. Best get out before they clear you out.
That's a sentry.
Do I look like a patient person?
Please.
Get out.
Literally just turned around right when I was probably going to get the prompt.
Kind to take life.
I already know that recipe, so I guess we won't bother with it. Alright, we got it. Another 4 glory quest around. I really should take a look at that again someday. I honestly don't remember what it is. I guess we could just run out. All the sentries are dead. At least they should be. This one may have respawned up here, but I doubt it. Not this quickly.
I did not want to call the guard, but...
Alright.
See, you're leaving the estate. You decided not to help me, didn't you? I knew I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. You really did it. You... What's the catch? What do you expect for this? I don't know what to say. I was resigned to my fate before you showed up. Hardly seems real. Maybe it isn't. Not until I'm staring at the shores of the Somerset Isles. I'll need it. You didn't ask for anything, but I want you to have this. Just the gold I managed to hide away over the years, minus what I'll need for passage. Not payment, a gift. For a friend. Goodbye, and thank you so much.
Hey, get away from her! You will ruin everything!
Shut up, you slavering jackal. You see this? I'm free.
Tywin, I was supposed to free you. I was going to take your hand in marriage. It was going to be perfect. You ruined it!
Listen to me, you little swit. I'm not your plaything, never was, and never will be. I'd sooner lie with the maggots than share your bed.
That can't be arranged! When I tell Mother about this, you'll wish you'd never spurned me! You'll beg! You will beg!
That was liberating. Don't worry, I know these lands better than they ever will. Thanks again.
Alright, time for us to go and talk to Sun and Shadow now, I guess, and get the other quest done here. Seems like they're inside the big mushroom spot, I guess. Which, unfortunately, there's, like, no way of me getting through there without, like... I guess I could use one of my edicts or whatever.
Buying, selling, trading.
Definitely don't want to use the 100,000 one. That'd be kind of stupid of me to use that for that little bit. Got that I could use. I got some pardon edicts for like 500 apiece, but that won't really clear it, so I guess I'm kind of out of luck. It's gonna take like 30 minutes before I clear out like almost 2,000 of this. Maybe if I'm lucky, there's no guards in here. Hi. Okay. I guess I'm gonna die here. Yeah. That was just kind of unfortunate that was gonna happen here. Hi.
Yes. Can I help you, Suryo? Bless his eyes. Yes, I'm Sun in Shadow. Ioki told you I have a plan to earn our freedom, right? It will require finesse and discretion. I trust that I can count on you for both. To earn my freedom, I need the help of Magister Thurama. She's a recently elevated Telvanni Magister. Not so set in her ways as the others, and probably more likely to remember her early struggles. I know she wants something from Zane Tararis. I need to find out what it is, then get it for her. I'm afraid not. I traded in some favors to get a better idea of what she's seeking, but I learned very little. Apparently her mouth, Erevan Anthem, has some correspondence that might give us a clue. I need that letter. Oh, yes. House Telvanni has its warts, but it's a true meritocracy. With enough guile and cunning, even a lowly slave can sit on the council. I've studied spellcrafts before I could lift a broom. All I need now is the sponsorship of a magister. The runner's been haranguing the council, trying to get their help in claiming Zane Tararis from House Redrin. She wants something in that shrine. I aim to get it for her. Her mouth, Erevan Anthem, has a letter that contains the clues we need. Be cautious in the council house, Sarah. House Telvanni is not just some beast you can slay. In this place, subtlety will serve you better than any shield. We have to play the game. Truthfully, it doesn't. Not yet. Telvanni plots take time to develop. If I demand Ioki's freedom too early, I show my hand. Suddenly, he's a valuable piece in the game, moved and sacrificed as the Magisters see fit. Do I sense a rebuke? It's not ideal, I know. Look, I treasure Ioki. He's placed his trust in me. I hope you'll do the same. Ah, it was during one of his many escape attempts. I was cleaning Master Otheri's tableware when Ioki burst through the kitchen door, dragging his chains behind him. He threw open the window and started to climb through it. Then he saw me. He hesitated, even smiled. You don't see Mars slaves smile much. Certainly not when they're being chased by Nyx hounds. They dragged him off and threw him in the dry pond. once. He told me he'd spend a year in there if it meant seeing me again. There's an old alchemist's proverb. No reaction is ever so forceful as the mixing of opposing components. A mouthful, I know, but it fits. Ioki and I occupy different poles on the same spear. He keeps me grounded. I keep him safe.
Alright. Let's go find those quarters then. I guess the persuasion skill is actually going to come in handy for this one, I imagine. Or maybe even intimidate as well.
And who might you be? Master Erevan is away on business. Has been for some time, in fact. I know a prowler when I see one. What do you want? No one just wanders into a council mouth's office looking around. I should report you. What are you really after? And do be honest, we've already wasted enough time here. Ah, the one about Zane Tiraris, is it? Well, I could call the guard and be about my day, but I am a Telvanni after all. We don't turn away an opportunity when it presents itself. Perhaps you could help me with a problem I've run into. It's a matter of literature, or lack thereof. I wrote a poem, you see, a cloying, drunken mess of a poem. The post delivered it to my darling Ethrandora just this morning. If you get it away from her, the letter is yours. She spends most of her time in the study, here in the council hall. She's very diligent, always leaning over one book or another. And the way she licks her thumb when she turns the pages. Sorry, you'll find her in the study, yes. The poem's terrible. Plus, if word got to my parents that I'd been courting a wood elf, I'd be written out of the will, repeatedly, with red ink. Then there's also the possibility of blackmail. Why do you think Ethrandora keeps it on her? She knows that if Master Erevan gets wind of this, he might dismiss me from his service. Clever minx. Working for a council mouth is a fine occupation, Fla. I can't risk losing it. She's such a pretty, dainty thing. Not at all like those other scrawny Acon elves. Add a half bottle of Shane to a lusty heart and you wind up with some very poor decisions.
True enough. Well, we'll see about what we can do about that. I'm not exactly the best pickpocket in the world.
Are you mad? Get away from me!
Well, that was a poor, like, 60% there. I forget how long it takes for them to be not suspicious again. I wonder if I get it cleared, do I...
Another fetcher? How many of you are there? Go on. No need to stand there gawking.
If I get it cleared, does that mean she's not suspicious anymore? I honestly don't know. No, she's still suspicious. Bronze acorns, huh. Some seasoning. How did 85% fall like that? That's ridiculous that that would not go through. It was literally 90, it was 98, it was 85% and it somehow failed. That's ridiculous. Okay. Here.
Just my luck. Bumping into the light. Please, just obey the law from now on.
Spool of fishing line. Yeah, it's kind of just annoying that it's like this. Don't think there's really anything else interesting in the room. Finally! Thank you. Okay. Only took 3 times.
I hope this is good news. Well, did you get my poem? Quick, give it here! Phew, what a relief. All right, Fla, I'm going to burn this embarrassment. I sure hope I didn't leave Master Erevan's correspondence box unlocked. That would be careless in the extreme. Farewell.
You know what? Good lad.
Right.
An honest deal's an honest deal. Erevan, the Council's dithering in the matter of Zentros is unacceptable. Khajiit mercenaries can continue to gather outside the ruin like locusts. I have on good authority that House Redoran sent them there. I must admit, I didn't think those thick-headed zealots were capable of such a deception. Almost impressed, almost. They hammer on the shrine day and night, as if picks and hammers have any hope of dispersing the door's puzzle wards. Simpletons. Zigat the Shigarov's riddles lie in their simplicity. Fortunately, Redoran scholars possess no capacity for abstract thinking. Can you believe they struggle with a riddle as simple as this? If enemy scholars say, how do you do? 2 shout we're 1, and 3 shout we're 2. 5 glare at 3, as 6 laugh at 4. Just burn him to open the Mad Prince's door. Honestly, why must the followers of Shigoroth be such children? I suppose that question answers itself. My research nears a critical stage, Erevan. I need Sense Film's fingerbone, or it'll all be for naught. Redouble your efforts with your fellow mouths. Zentranas must belong to House Telvanni. Do not fail me. Thirana, Master of the Great House of Telvanni, Master of Telbornora. Okay. Well, we have an idea. It sounds like we're going to be heading to a ruin. Oh, we're outside. Okay. I forgot they were in a different mushroom tower.
There you are. I was afraid you'd been compromised. Were you successful? Did Anthem have anything worth raiding? May I? Ah, a saint's relic. Saint Films. Never heard of him. Says here, the Redoran wants it too. To squirrel away in some musty old chapel, no doubt. We need to make sure Thirana gets it before they do. Looks like the shrine is locked, protected by some puzzle ward. Luckily, the letter provides some hints on how to break in. Solve the puzzle, grab the relic, then make haste to tell Barana. Thirana should be there. Offer her the relic on my behalf. Somewhere between certain and apprehensive. The Telvanni respect all clever schemes and love to barter. This little intrigue will prove my worth, I know it. Then again, she could just try to take the relic by force. Run? Telvanni magisters wield magics that put Julianos to shame. Of course, you're quite the hero in your own right. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't. I believe Tel Benora is that one place we tried to get to earlier, wasn't it? No, that's Tel Aran. Don't actually know where that one would be then, huh?
Gavin's watch would have been overrun if you had.
Let's see how far we have to go for this spot here. I guess we should go to Malagmar Way Shrine then. It's not too far from it. I wish it didn't take us off the mount when we do a Way Shrine though, that's the only bad thing. Just seems kind of silly for it to do that. Yeah, we're right around where we need to be, it looks like. Lower book for the Mages Guild experience, why not? I think that was a Cliff Strider. No, let's leave me alone. Got another one. Took a moment, but I did count towards the Mage Guild experience, thankfully. Oh, there's another one behind us. Okay. Alright, we found it. Might just be able to just kind of like wander in, I imagine. There we go. I forget, there's something in regards to this door here. Something about skulls, I believe it was. See if we can't find something. Oh, I didn't want the bow. Get rid of that. Maybe it's up here. I've tried lighting them all, I've tried lighting none. What's left? The Mad Prince says numbers. Numbers are for the tossers. Give me eyes any day. Or gestures with no eyes. Which reminds me, kill all the gestures and eat their bones. Bones, bones, bones. Skulls are bones, right? A family skulls say, how do you do? 2 shout, we're 1, and 3 shout, yell, we're 2. 5 glare at 3 as 6 laugh at 4. Just burn them to open the Mad Prince's door. I tried burning them, I tried burning me. It hurts. Shouldn't do that anymore, but I have a skull. Haven't I? Maybe just once more. A little bonfire, then click. Goes the latch. I'm coming, my lord. Set a place for me at the cheese plate. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. So there's some kind of order going on here, I guess. And it's not that one. That one has 2. This one has 3. And then I think it was 6 afterwards, or was it 5? Okay, so it's 2, 3... And then I think this one was 5? What was after that? Let me see. Five glare at 3 as 6 laugh at 4. So 6 should be the last one, I think. Okay, we got it.
The door is open.
Open at last!
Just heard somebody. Alright, let's see what's going on in here now. Up until the shrine, our scavenging trip has been pretty easy. Traveling with Wellusa has been fun. Never realized Argonians had such a sense of humor. And she's damn good with her twin daggers. Can't believe that symbol Slip has botched up this venture so badly. My ankle looks like a bloated netch, stupid of me for dancing around on the ledge above after Wellusa got the door unlocked. She's a good friend, though. She sat me here with a potion and some brandy, while she went to find the key to open the main gate. I wish it says the crazy followers of the Mad God had another worship room in the back. Key is probably there. She should be back soon, I hope so. I didn't want to tell her the wound started bleeding again, in spite of wrapping it tightly. I'm tired, very tightly. Looks like, it didn't last very long in here, huh? Let's see what would be the way we want to go here. Maybe this way? I'm not sure. Depends on if the water is blocking things or not. Hi there. I don't know if these ones will have any, like... Gold? Yeah, okay, nice. I already have 50 Danger Hearts, so I'm not really interested in collecting more. Hi. Okay, looks like we're coming up in the whatever next chamber we're heading towards. Oh, okay. Some sort of boss here. Let's go ahead and just ult. Probably was for the best we did that, because that beam is probably not a very good thing to get hit by. Well, that beam does do some damage, so it doesn't look like it does it for long. Got the key. Now we gotta find Fingerbone. Shiggy sure likes to, like, do some weird stuff. What was that Shigaroth statue right there? Come on over, friends. Got it, nice. Yeah, that is a nice little statue of Shigaroth right there. I guess that argonian's probably dead in here somewhere, but I didn't bother to, like, find them. Where are we heading from here? Oh, right down this way. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and teleport over there. Alright, let's see how things go for us here.
Excellent. Another clumsy adventurer bumbles into my home. I really must put a hex on that lift. Have you come to rob me? That would go very poorly for you. Sun in Shadow. Oh yes, I know the lizard. An enterprising young mage, if memory serves. Don't look so surprised. Her magical abilities are the worst kept secret in Sadrath Bora. What does she want? I hope to bring more than boring salutations. Do you now? Well, she's a clever one, isn't she? Even convinced you to do the work for her. Impressive. So, what does our scaled friend want in exchange for this relic? No. Give me a moment. I'm keen to guess. She wants her freedom, right? Oh, good. I was afraid she'd do something boring with her freedom, like run off into the marsh to worship trees or some such. Sun in Shadow shall have my endorsement. I'll give you a writ. Deliver it to my mouth, Erevan. He'll know what to do.
Alright, that went better than expected. I thought I saw a prompt on this here somewhere, but...
There, that should be sufficient. Now, take that writ and be off. I have a relic to study.
Alright. The Council and esteemed members of Great House Tavani, I, Magister Thorana of Tel Bamora, do hereby request and support the elevation of the slave argonian Sun Shadow to rank within our house. She should be lifted from the slave caste and established as a ranked hireling as soon as possible. Sun Shadow has shown great initiative and capacity for careful planning. Her actions, both direct and indirect, led to the acquisition of a valuable relic. I am vital to my research. The fact that she accomplished this feat while still in Shaco speaks volumes. The Council is no doubt aware of Sun Shadow's magical aptitude. Despite her racial handicap, she shows great promise, particularly in the realm of alteration conjuration. Such talent demands cultivation. Hal shall profit from her work, I have no doubt. Honor regards, Thorana, Magister of the Great House Tavani, Master of Tel Bamora. So yeah, we can go ahead and take that. And I assume we have to head all the way back over to Sadrath. Come on now, I can make this jump. There we go. Yep, that's where we're heading back to. So everything's going like planned so far, but it feels like there's probably going to be a part 2 to this questing of some sort.
Do you need something? I'm rather busy at the moment. Oh? Let me see that. Submit to council. Argonian slave freed. Services to House Telvanni. Well. I've always known Sun in Shadow to be ambitious, but this is quite the master stroke. I shall take this to the council and send for her. Feel free to wait in the council chamber. We will rule on this matter soon. One other thing. Some of my personal correspondence went missing recently. If that ever happens again, the Morag Tong will hear of it. I trust we understand each other.
Alright.
I'll give this to the council.
Oh, we have to go up here. Okay. Where is she? Oh, there she is.
I've imagined this moment since I was a hatchling. I knew I'd be free eventually, but now that the moment's here, I just hope I don't embarrass myself. They'll deliberate, needle each other a bit, then set me free. I only hope that they'll take me on as a hireling as well. I'll even get my own quarters. Can you imagine that? Not only my own room, a whole house to myself. My heart is racing. Yes, of course. I mean, eventually. We can talk about that later. Just let me bask in this moment, all right? Truly, I couldn't have done this without you and Ioki. A plan is only as useful as the people who carry it out. You have my deepest thanks, Sarah. Now, I suppose it's time.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
Well, well. What brings a slave to our audience chamber?
I bring tidings from my august patron, Magister Thorana. She would have your masters know that this slave, Sun in Shadow, has earned her favor.
What? Magister Thorana would lend her good name to this thing? Preposterous.
Larsa, don't be as tiresome as your master.
Can we move this along, please?
Very well. Magister Thorana, by right of rank, demands that the slave girl, Sun in Shadow, be freed from her bonds and raised up to a hireling of the great House Telvanni. She belongs to Magister Otheri, does she not?
Indeed. My most beneficent patron, Magister Otheri, acquiesces to Magister Thorana's demands. He is confident that Thorana will remember this kindness in the future. Sun and Shadow, you are hereby freed and lifted up to the rank of hireling.
My most majestic patron, Magister Gothrin, warns you all. Lift up one of these beasts, and 1,000 more will follow. This is folly.
If there's nothing else, I have urgent business in Tel Mora.
Alright, well I guess that wraps that up then.
Do come by in a day or so. I may have some work for you.
A hireling. Can you believe it? Not much of a title, I know, but I've spent a lifetime earning it. I'll burn these rags, polish my scales, and work even harder. The next few days are critical. I can't afford any slip-ups. Magisters circle new hirelings like cliff racers. If they see any sign of weakness, they swoop in and pick the bones clean. Not yet, no. Like I said, even the smallest mistake could spell disaster. It's still too early. I can't say more, not here anyway. Too many listening ears. Meet me in my new quarters, all right? I have a plan that might speed things along.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and help her out some more. So let's go ahead and head down to her new quarters, I guess. I kind of figured this would probably be a multi-quest thing, because it's a bigger area. Is it here? Or no, I guess it's elsewhere. Elsewhere. Still gonna be a while before we get there, but not too long, I guess. Only have to do like Clockwork City, Somerset, and we'll basically be there by that point. How do you... Oh, up here, okay.
Welcome, Sarah. Sorry about the mess. Believe it or not, this place feels like a palace compared to my old slave quarters. With any luck, I won't stay here long. I've hatched a plan that might catapult me to the rank of House Retainer. I'm glad you asked. Retrieving scrolls and relics, gathering up roots and mushrooms. That's what the Magisters expect from hirelings. Trust me when I say nothing stunts advancement like doing the expected. Real estate. Surprised? Good. Master Firith's been making secret inquiries, looking for land near Voss. Ioki knows a farmer who may be willing to sell his plot. If I purchase the deed and give it to Firith, he might sponsor my next promotion. I know I could count on you. Here's the gold. I'll not pay a drake more than what's in that pouch, mostly because I don't have a drake more than what's in that pouch. Ioki can provide more details, or you can just ask around Voss yourself. Fantastic! I bought new clothes, see? And no more sharing a room with 8 other people. This space belongs to me. It's mine. Best of all, I can stop hiding. I don't have to tuck my tomes under blankets or hide scrolls in my bodice. I can just be. Of course, everyone works for the Magisters in one way or another. Hirelings occupy the lowest rung on the ladder. Aside from slaves, of course. But we can earn a wage and study in peace. We can even refuse a task if we wish. It's remarkable. I enjoyed more freedom than most, it's true. Most of the Marshborn slaves hated me for it. Called me Smokescale, Elfheart, and much, much worse. But that's all behind me now. I won. I harnessed my ambition, served my masters with loyalty and discretion, and earned my freedom. They whine like belly-sick wars and rot in chains. It doesn't get any clearer than that. I told you before, these things take time. I can't simply buy him because hirelings aren't allowed to own slaves, and I can't just set him free without jeopardizing my position in the house. This requires patience and an overabundance of caution. Archmagister Otheri. None of the other Magisters would have him. Too many escape attempts. Then there's the matter of magical aptitude. The Telvanni abhor hissed magic, and make him wear suppression manacles all the time, even when he sleeps. Doubtful. Hissed magic doesn't operate by the same rules as Telvanni spellcraft. I think that's why the Magisters hate it so much. I can't say for certain, but I doubt there's anything in Eoki's repertoire that could get him out of Sadrith Mora. From what I gather, he wants to build a new tower there. I've no idea why. Mistress Dratha essentially owns Voss, and I can tell you she does not welcome intruders. If I was mad enough to antagonize one of the Magisters, it would not be Dratha. I only need him to survive long enough to sponsor me. He won't break ground on his tower anytime soon. Plus, there's a rumor that Dratha suffers from some mysterious illness. It could be Firith's doing. You never can tell with the Telvanni.
Alright, so we have our mission. We could go talk to Oki, I guess. Probably should have something interesting to say now that she's been ranged up in the higher up. Hall Steward, let me talk to you for a second.
Finally.
Well, I get the fire skill, but not much else. Did we do the Mage's Guild questing? I don't think we did. I think it's because it takes like a bunch of Fani lore books to do it or something. I honestly can't remember if we did or not. I don't think we did. This is probably Oki right here.
Greetings. We must speak quickly. The overseers grow nosy and suspicious. I do. Otheri banished me to those farms for a time. I spent 30 days in the dry box and heard many things. A salt rice farmer named Barris Rendo grumbled like a sick crocodile. His wife called Voss a backwater sty. He would sell. Why do you ask? She gave you gold? I thought... My heart told me that she gathered coin to purchase my freedom. She probably seeks to parlay this into an even greater sum. I trust her judgment, even if I do not fully understand it. Good luck, my friend.
I feel like this guy's getting the short end of the stick, and I hate it.
So much to do, so little time.
Yeah, the Talmora one over there, I guess, is the one we want to go to. Is Dratha, or whatever the person over there, was that the one we helped out already? I think it may have been. If it is, it didn't seem like she was that bad of a person, but I don't know. She does want us to get us like these odd stones. That For Glory quest is gonna haunt me for the rest of my days until I pick it up, isn't it?
Ah, another adventurer. If you've come looking for salt rice, you'll have better luck in the market. A slim harvest, you know, and we're a bit short-handed at the moment. My son, Sathan, has gone missing, you see. You haven't run into him, have you? Wouldn't I? I gave up work as a financier in Balmoral for a chance at the simple life. I love it here. But my wife, she struggles with the agrarian life. We'd jump at the chance to leave, believe me. But not before finding our boy. Yes, in an instant. Like I said, Nineveh's practically packed her bags already. If you bring back our boy, we'll sell. Sathan's always been a thrill seeker. Probably got lost in that Daedric ruin, Esutanimus. You'll find it just east of here. It's called Esutanimus. Sathan's taken an interest in Daedric history. Waste of time if you ask me, but I do admire his enthusiasm. We spoke about the shrine just a few days before he vanished. Apparently it venerates that monster, Molag Bal. I don't go anywhere near that place. We've got enough troubles here. Lean harvests, clumsy Telvanni wizards, my wife hen pecking me to death. No, I'll not invite some plague from the House of Troubles as well. Thank you, Suryo. Be careful, and 3 protect you.
Alright. Another Daedric ruin. So we just gotta be going through all the Daedric ruins of the House of Troubles then. Actually, it would have been kind of cool to ride one of those big old things right there. Losing my... Oh no, that was shallow water. Thank goodness.
Where
okay.
is it? Where is she? Not again!
What? I don't know, something was going on, but I wasn't sure what was going on. Oh, here he is.
Hey, over here!
Oh, hi. Who's attacking me? Oh.
Someone without wings and razor-sharp teeth. There's a sight for sore eyes. That's me, Sathan Rendo, explorer extraordinaire. My parents are worried. Typical. My mother barely trusts me to push a broom, let alone investigate a ruin. Of course, things could be better. I've attracted the attention of some winged twilights. Every time I try to make my escape, they swoop down on my head. Not to hurt me, mind you. They just sort of tussle my hair with their claws and push me back into the ruins, cooing all the while. I think they see me as some kind of pet. A daring escape. You'll have to slay them, eh? Pity. Of course, I did see them tear an Ashlander apart as he wandered by, so I won't shed too many tears. I'll make a run for it. We can meet up west of here towards Voss. Be careful.
All right. Hi.
The matriarch is coming. Be careful. I'll run straight back to Voss.
And down. There's a stone here, but I'm not going to pick it up right now. I'm going to do that whole quest on its own as one video, I think, and just have a nice bit of exploring going around. Will probably be one of the last things I do, I think. Because I'm trying to get through all the side stuff before hanging back to the main story again. And honestly, we're not too far away from, like, having the majority of the side stuff done already, so... I still don't know what to do with the tomb.
You came after me? You're getting as bad as Mother. I'm not a child.
Believe me, I'd rather be bagging our crop. But you know how your mother is. She won't give me a moment's peace.
Fine. I just need a breather.
There you are. Sorry to check up on you. I knew you had the situation well in hand, but Nineveh practically kicked me out. Said not to come back without Sathan. I'm glad I won't be going back empty-handed. Attracted the attentions? Never mind. I don't want to know. I'll miss this place, but Vec knows I'm not much of a farmer. I'm just glad I got to thank you in person. Your partner, Myrtis, already paid me for the deed to the property. What? Oh dear. The fellow was very convincing. Caught me right before I set out to find Sathan. He wasn't much of a conversationalist, just paid me a hefty sum of gold and snatched up the deed. He set out toward Voss once we finished the sale.
Guess we'll have to beat this guy down. Oh, he's on the other path, okay. Is he in the treehouse?
Here's the deed, Lady Jidrissa.
Good. Deal with any loose ends.
Hi.
Well, it is my favorite loose end. Time to tie it off.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna quite go the way you wanted, buddy. Oathman Metters Odren. Probably a great joy to hear you accepted my contract. You become highly recommended despite your arcane handicaps. This task requires discretion, and I fear some measure of martial prowess. If the stories are true, you possess both in ample measure. Recently elevated Argonian Sun Shadow shows ambition well beyond her station. Contacts tell me she plans to purchase land outside Voss for Master Philith, one of my witless rivals. Task is simple. Travel to Voss and keep watch for Sun Shadow's associate. Once his henchman chooses a plot, swoop in and secure the deed and make haste to a secluded spot. Use the enclosed calling crystal to signal me, and I will travel to your location and exchange the second half of your fee for the deed. While I prefer a clean and bloodless acquisition, I do not hesitate to use lethal force if necessary. Hope my faith in you is not misplaced. Remember, you serve the great house Telvanni. Bring honor to yourself and your house. That's unfortunate. We got punked on that one. Didn't even think about that. And she's probably not going to be happy that we lost all of her gold. Actually, I think we still have her gold, don't we? Because we never actually paid the guy for the plot yet, so... gold he was paid was from the other person, whoever's acting against us.
Back so soon? Well, you're quite the negotiator. I trust you found a suitable property outside Voss. Jinrisa, Interesting. That envious hag never misses an opportunity to stick a thumb in Firith's eye. Listen carefully. I need you to acquire that deed as quickly as possible, before she makes it public that she's bought land near Voss. I suggest you use all available means. You can begin by searching the Adept's Hall in Tel Nada. I will warn you that the Adept's Hall is not open to outsiders. You'll need to be careful while searching for the deed so as not to raise suspicion. Jinris has offered us a chance to double our winnings. If we acquire the deed and embarrass her in the process, Firith's bound to support my promotion.
Alright. Well, she definitely thinks that this is a nice bargain, I guess. I'm assuming it's like this building over here, perhaps? It's actually a pretty nice little storyline, though. And Telvannis are really just like all about screwing each other over. So this isn't out of like favor at all.
Did you hear that Sonic tried to open a portal to Oblivion?
I'm assuming we're going to be trespassing here, yeah. Who just saw me? Oh. Hi. Well, I guess some adepts are going to be disappearing today. Okay, we got the property deed. Only thing is, though, is if we get caught now, then I think we lose it, so we may have to use those addicts that we have.
Do I need to throw you out?
Okay, we're leaving. Alright. Because that was a stolen item, so if we had gotten caught, we'd lose that paper. So unfortunately, I had to lose the addicts that way.
Did you find the deed? I'd hate to think that clumsy wizard Jinrisa outmixed me on this. Oh, no, no. I can't do it myself. It's not subtle, or even polite. If a Telvanni just bluntly demands this thing or that service. I'm sorry to impose once again. But could you give the deed to Master Firith on my behalf? I know I've asked a lot, trust me. Payment is forthcoming. Just offer the deed to Firith and tell him that Sun in Shadow would like his written support for elevation to the rank of retainer. Make it subtle, but not too subtle, you know. Just west of here, in a place called Hanoud, Firith values his privacy, so be wary of atronauts and traps, and don't be surprised if he's a bit, eccentric. Meet me in the council hall when you return. I have a very good feeling about this.
Alright, so we got the crazy wizard dude, I guess, huh? Where are they? Aha, okay, so they're off that way. Wouldn't really matter if I took a Waystron on this one because they're pretty much equally far apart from it. Like maybe the one I could have taken would have helped me out by not having to go through the water, but eh. That's how it goes sometimes. Actually, it seems like the water's not that deep. That's nice. This water's probably gonna be deep enough to drop me though. Or no? Okay. I'm surprised. Ah, here they are.
Ugh, more visitors? I have those Atronachs out there for a reason. Can't you see there's no room? Oh, for Vex's sake, never mind. What do you want from us? Did she now? How prescient. Quite impressive, wouldn't you say, Geralt? Yes, I thought so too. I'm glad she chose to give it to me, and not that guar-faced bumbler Jinrissa. I suppose she wants something in return? These hirelings always do. Ah, yet another social climber. How tiresome. Still, exchanging a simple endorsement for valuable property seems like quite the bargain. Very well, it's a deal. Get out, be a dear, and fetch me that pen. What? Oh, fine, I'll get it myself.
Alright. So he's just kind of like hanging out here and...
Now, off with you. My friends and I have pressing business. So much to do!
Let's see. I, Master Philith, Steward of Hanad and lands beyond, do hereby support and affirm Sun Shadow's promotion to the rank of retainer in the Great House Tavani. The Argonian's grasp of our playful internees rivalries show a degree of respectability that I thought impossible in members of her race. For this reason alone, she deserves recognition and respect. She will serve the house well in her new role as retainer. Alright. This time I'm just going to go ahead and hop back. I'm assuming there's going to be at least a part 3 to this questing after this, I would assume. But I think I'll probably end the video after this house chamber bit. Because I'm already like running over an hour at this point.
Who are you looking at?
We will review the request soon. In the meantime, continue your studies.
Sarah Sooth is most kind. I thank you. Ha! I recognize that swagger. Pirith agreed to my demands, didn't he? Excellent! I ran into Councillor Angharal just a moment ago. Totally by chance, I might add. I asked her about the potential for advancement. She hedged a bit. This endorsement will make all the difference. Well, that makes 2 of us. I took no pleasure in spending all that coin, but as a retainer, I'll be able to double that sum before long. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a writ to deliver. Thank you again, my friend.
Alright.
Always. She is busy and in a hurry. She is always busy these days. I worry she flirts with the flames of the sun and does not know to fear the fire. My heart and I have barely spoken. She strains her spines both day and night, poring through tomes and hatching her schemes. Her eyes are fixed on the next rank, and the next after that. I fear for her. A soul without rest grows dim as twilight. No, she has not. All to the good, I guess. A finless fish weakens the shoal. But enough about me. You, my friend, are a mighty swimmer. Seek her out in her stone-dwelling place. If I know my heart, she will certainly have a task for you.
Alright. And we'll go ahead and end things off here. We're about an hour and 20 minutes in, so next time we'll continue on and probably finish up Sun Shadow's quest line, I imagine. So I will see you guys next time.